This channel is supported by TrueFire. TrueFire is an online library of lessons from some of my favourite players. There's thousands of lessons on there. You can use the promo code JNC40 to get 40% off of any of their courses.
I wanted today to look at a tune that I've been playing for a few weeks since David Beebe. He was programming this into his app Solo, and he told me to take a look at the middle 8 because it kind of surprised him. Now, the Girl from Ipanema is tuned by Jobin that you presumably will have heard a lot of times, and I think there's a lot of versions of this out there. It's one of those tunes that I've heard so many times that it's sort of just become a bit of a meme in my head, and it possibly my memory of it is quite annoying. So a version that I would recommend checking out is Stan Getz' version. That's really pretty. If you've got favourite versions, leave comments below. But I just wanted to sort of break down a simple chord melody, and I'm sort of treating it a bit kind of ballad-esque, but it's the middle 8 which is really interesting. But let's just run through it. Oh, tab will be up on Patreon, and the backing track nearly fell over. So, do it in D major. We can use our pretty kind of bog standard major 7 thing. So with 5th fret, 4th fret, 6th fret, and 5th fret. And we're just going between a major 7 and a 6. Something like that. Then the next chord is an E7, the dominant of D. So
for this, I might play something like this. So 7th fret, 6th fret, 6th fret, and then our melody note. Okay, so same melodies again. And then that E major 7, or E dominant 7, sorry, but it's a major chord, turns into a minor chord, so we get then a 2, 5, the A, 1 to D major. So 7, 5, 7, my melody note might go. And then there seems to be a bit of interpretation up to you as to how the melody actually resolves. So that part. Okay. Then you repeat that again, so same again. Up to the E7, to the E minor 7, okay, and then we jump up a fret or a semitone to E flat major 7. So I kind of use this shell voicing, so 6, 5, 7. And then our melody follows that around. Then we jump down to a dominant 7 sharp 11. And I quite like this shape, because then we can get our melody note in the top. So we go from here, 6, 5, 7, down to the 4th fret, 4, 3, 1. Yeah. So A flat 7 sharp 11, A flat dominant 7 sharp 11. Then we return to where we started here, but with an E flat minor 7. So 6, 4, 6, 6. Okay, and remember that kind of chord that we just did there. We're going to then hit our B dominant 7 sharp 11. Okay. At the 7th fret, 7, 7, 6, 4. Then we come back to D major. Same kind of thing happening every time, right?
This is John from the future, and something I'm doing is annoying me here, so I'm doing something slightly off. It's how I'm playing the melody. It should be. So it goes back up. Does that every time. So yeah, just remember, don't be like me. And then goes up
to E flat minor, to B 7 sharp 11, to E minor, to C 7 sharp 11, so 8th fret, 8th fret, 7th fret, 5th fret. Then we're gonna return to kind of a D in first inversion, or F sharp minor 7. And then We're going to jump down to our 7th fret and follow the scale, and maybe try and hold some of these notes. 7, 9, 6, 7, 9, down to that B7 sharp 11 again, or this time possibly you might call it a B7 flat 5. Because it probably has that tension in the top. Okay, and then same thing again, but starting now on the 8th fret, down to the 5th, to our A7, flat 5, flat 9. Like that, right? And then again. And then we finish the tune. In terms of soloing over it, I'll just do this quickly. For the D7 part, I'm thinking about we're playing in D major. For the E7, we've kind of modulated away to kind of D Lydian, really. Or E Mixolydian, or A Ionian, whatever, A major if you want to call it that. And then come back to D major for a 2, 5, 1. Same again. Okay, then we come up to E flat major, and these are kind of like backdoor 2, 5, 1s, that sort of idea. So for the E flat, I'd be playing E flat major. For the A flat 7 sharp 11, I'd be thinking E flat melodic minor. Then E flat minor, kind of E flat Dorian, or then this B, the B7 sharp 11. Then same kind of concept, B F sharp, melodic minor. The E flat minor, straight out of, you know, E Dorian, a D major, to this C7 sharp 11. So that one's coming from kind of G melodic minor. Back to D major. Then each of these I'm just treating as basic altered chords, so you'd be playing B7 altered, and then back 2, 5, and that's another altered kind of. So for that little turnaround, kind of your straightforward 3, 6, 2, 5, 1, and I'd be playing B altered to E minor to A altered. I hope that helps kind of demystify some of it. Some of the real book stuff is a little bit, I think, not necessarily getting exactly at what I think the chords might have been. Listen to the Stan Getz version, that's kind of perfect. That one's in D flat. Anyway, I think it's a really, really beautiful middle 8 in particular. Hopefully that helps you get your head around it a little bit. Tabs will be up for it on Patreon and a backing track, but I think it's worth a look if you're at all interested in the jazz stuff. I think it's actually a way more beautiful tune than I was giving it credit for
It's that sort of thing I've heard in the back of my head in these awful situations and thought, well, what is that? You know, that sort of thing that people jokingly play while you're waiting for something else to happen. But actually, I think it's got a really beautiful part of that tune at least. Let me know your thoughts in the comments if you want to help the video do slightly better, because that helps videos do slightly better, doesn't it? And I was using the dual jazz tone preset from Helix there, if you want to jump into the Gumroad to try that. Cheers then.